Hey guys, I changed up my setup a little bit, so I'm hoping that it won't be as shaky if you were watching the other videos. But we are going to get started on numbers 4 and 5. Okay, so for these problems, we are doing basically what we did on 2 and 3 on the first page of our review. However, it's just a word problem, so you may have to do a little bit more thinking in order to understand what's happening, okay? So this first one is saying, the diameter of a cake is 24 inches. What's the area of the cake? Again, don't forget your units. If you need to make a picture for yourself, please feel free to do that, okay? So I'm going to make a picture for myself because I just want to know what's happening here. I've got this cake. Okay, it's just a circle. Then I'm going to draw a diameter. And I'm going to label my diameter 24 inches. 24 inches is my diameter. Now, I want to figure out what my area is. Now, if you remember, if you watched the previous video, we talked about this. This is the diameter. And this is my area formula. Do you see a D for diameter anywhere in my area formula? No. So I'm going to have to change diameter into radius first. So first step, I'm going to say my radius is the diameter divided by 2. In this case, my diameter is 24. So I'm going to divide that by 2. I get 24 divided by 2 gets me 12. My radius is 12 inches. First off, that's what I got to do. Now I have a radius. I can plug it into my area formula. I've got an area formula of A equals pi r squared. Now all I'm doing is I'm just looking, okay, where is an r for radius? Right here. I'm just going to change that to a 12. So I get A equals, remember to change pi to 3.14 times 12 squared. Remember, 12 squared is just 12 times 12. When you square a number, you're just multiplying it by itself. So 3.14 times 12 times 12, that's how I would find my area. So I'm going to do 3.14 times 12 times 12. And I get my area is 452.16 inches. What else do I always have to have an area? Inches squared. You always have to square your unit, okay? Now, we've got another scenario. We solved this. We got another scenario. Miss Morimoto's knee scooter, the wheel on it, it has a radius of 5.5 inches. What is the circumference of the wheel? So now it's asking for circumference. First it was asking for area, now it's asking for circumference. I'm going to just draw myself a little picture. This is saying the radius is 5.5 inches. Okay, this is my radius. It gives me radius. I know I am trying to find the circumference, so I'm going to look at my circumference formulas. Which one of these has radius in it? The first one. I'm going to write C equals 2 pi r. You just told me my r was 5.5. I'm going to plug that into my formula. C equals 2 times 3.14, I'm changing pi, times 5.5. Now I'm going to just plug it into my calculator. 2 times 3.14 times 5.5 gets me 34.54 inches. Remember, I don't have to square the inches when or the unit when it's circumference. It's just the unit. All I did was plug that in. So again, when you're finding area, if you're given the diameter, you gotta split it in two. You got to get the radius, then you plug it into your formula. if you have a circle with a radius, now I'm going to look at which circumference equation, when I'm trying to find circumference, I didn't say that. When I'm trying to find circumference, I'm going to figure out which equation has radius in it. I'm going to use that one, plug it in, put it in my calculator. That's how I'm going to get my answer.